Yeah, this video is for my girlies and my girlies. No, I love the guys, so I am going to include them in this video because I know that most guys also marry wrongly, not only the females. Yes, you might say the bulk of the decision lies on the female. They agree to marry these men. Also, the men might not look well and get married to a wrong female. So, however, you are planning to say yes, I do, because it's not only the man, the girl that say yes, I do to the man. The man also says yes, I do, and you're planning to say yes, I do to this person because he's fine, because he has a good job, he drives a good car, he takes you out, he calls you my queen, my world, he calls you sweet names. She calls you sweet names also. She has good shape. She cooks very well. She looks beautiful. She's a working class lady. She carries good handbag. She drives a flashy car. She has class. But have you asked the real questions? Have you asked those questions that will define your decision? Have you asked those life-shaping questions? Those ones that will shake the roots of the relationship. Because marriage is not just vibe. It is vision. It is value. It is real life thing. It is real life. You know, when you are watching a woman give birth to, when you've not given birth to a child, and you're watching a woman give birth, a video of a woman giving birth in the hospital, either through CS or through the natural way, and you're like, oh, this is fiction. Until when you get into the labor room and you know that this is real, that is how marriage is. So let me help you. Just hold on. Don't leave this video because the 12th question is very important, and I cannot run to the 12 questions. I need to start from the beginning. So I'm going to be reading questions that you should ask that person before you say I do. Before you say yes, this is the person I want to get married to, or this is the person that I have chosen. Why do you really, number one question is, why do you really want to marry this person? Why do you really want to marry this person? And when you're asking yourself these questions, get a pen and a paper and begin to write your reasons. It gives you clarity when you pen down your ideas or you pen down your thoughts. So why do you really want to marry this person? Is it because of pressure? Is it because you're of the age? Is it because of loneliness? Is it because of purpose? Or is it because of alignment? Is it because you want to leave home? Is it because your mother is stopping you at home? Is it because you want to be independent? Is it because you want to have unprotected sex? Why are you actually getting married to this person? It is a personal answer, so you don't need to tell me about it. Number two, do we share the same faith and belief? Do you share the same faith and belief? I'm already married. I've chosen my answer. It's not about me. It's about you. Do you share the same faith and belief? Because when life happens, when life hits, is now what you both believe that will carry you, not vibes. When there's a sick child, is what you believe. When there's delay in pregnancy, is what you believe in. When there's no job, is what you believe in. When there's no money, is what you believe in. When the world is all up against you, is what both of you believe in. And let me tell you, let me back this up with a story. I have an auntie, married for 25 years. The husband presently is like 15 years of age, and suddenly he had no job. She was now the one who had a job, but her job was being threatened. They have 5 kids, 3 in the university, and the other 2 are still in primary school. So they have 5 kids. Now the breadwinner, who she was now, her job was being threatened, just like that. And guess what the husband did? The husband woke her up one day at night and told her, and she was like, what happened? He said, get up. I've thought about all of this. This cannot happen to us. Where do we go from here? I'm retired. I don't have a job. We are faring on your own job. So now your job, they won't take your job away. Stand up, get up. She stood up. The husband told her, naked yourself. She naked herself. He naked. He also got naked, and they held hands together and prayed together. That was because both of them believed that there's nothing prayer cannot do. So at this point in time, the question you should be asking yourself, do you share the same faith? Do you share the same belief that if things hit now, things go wrong, can two of us like this stand against it? Can we call on the same God? And he will answer, not you calling on God, and the other person is calling on Shango. So what do you believe in? The third question is, can you be completely yourself around this person? Can you be completely yourself around? Can you break down in tears around this person without checking if there's a camera? Can you be yourself? Remember, in the Garden of Eden, they were both naked. There was nothing to hide. There was nothing to hide. Can you be naked? When I mean naked, I don't mean physically naked. Can you both be yourself? That I don't like this thing, I don't like this thing. He doesn't like this thing. He's not afraid to say that he doesn't like it or she doesn't like it. Can you both be yourself? Or are you trying to be someone else that you are not? Or he's the person trying to make you be somebody that you are not? Either maybe he's trying to make you behave like his ex, or you are trying to make him behave like your ex. That's the question you should ask. Do you try to edit your words before you say them? Do you try to edit your looks or your laughter just to please this person? That's the number 3 question. Remember, the question is a personal answer. You don't need to tell me about your answer. The fourth thing is, how does he or she, because I don't want this to be a gender-based thing. It is both for the female and for the male. How does she handles anger and conflicts? Pay attention. Love is sweet when the going is good. But when temper is real, when temper are up, you will know that the opposite of love is hate. You will know that love is good, but when you see the opposite, you will run away. So how do they handle anger? How do they handle conflicts? Do you have conflict like enemies? As in, the anger, is it close to that of the devil? You need to know. You need to know that when this person is angry, he doesn't say some kind of things, he doesn't do some kind of things, or she doesn't say some kind of things, and she doesn't do some kind of things. Things like use foul languages, break things, hit people, keep malice for weeks, for months. Those are the things you should look out for. How do they handle anger and conflicts? The next question is, what is his relationship with God? And is he growing it? What is her relationship with God? Is she growing it? Or is she just saying, I am a Christian? Is he or she practicing Christianity? Or is just a lip kind of Christian? Or he or she just attends church? Is it submitted to God? And you can know these things by how they relate to people, how they act, how they present themselves, what they do in their daily lives. So when you are going into a relationship, or when you're in a relationship, like I tell people, there's a phrase I use, I say, so as you need to watch and pray. You need to what? Watch and pray. Sorry, rap. You need to watch and pray. As you are looking, you'll be praying. But don't pray. Or don't only pray and not look. You might be praying and God has shown you, but you are not looking. So when you have these questions written down, you will know what to watch out for. You know what to look out for. Then you have call yourself the round table and say, this person like this, so can I cope or can I not cope? Another question, I think the number 6 question is, what are his views on money, giving, saving, and debt? See, you don't want to be married to someone who thinks budgeting is a punishment. You don't want to be married to somebody who is measuring yam for you to cook. You don't want to be married to someone that is extravagant. You don't want to be married to someone that is into debt, because I tell you, it's going to touch you also. So you need to know what that person's mindset about money is all about. And what is your own mindset also about money? So you need to ask this question. Do you feel that you need to save for the rainy days? Or do you feel that you need to cut down on some things or budget? Do you feel that you need to live up to a standard? What are their beliefs about money? A very deep question to ask. The number 7 question is, how does he treat people he doesn't need? Not people that he needs, not his family members, people he doesn't need. How does he treat them? People is above. How do you treat them? He or she, how does she treat people she does not need? How does he treat people he doesn't need? Watch out how he talks to people, how he talks to waiters, how he talks to cleaners, how he talks to drivers, how he relates with the poor, how he relates people in each other. That is the real person you are getting married to. It's not the sweet person that calls you sweethearts, love, the my world, bae, and all that. The person you are married to is the person who is out there, is the person who is treating that gate man badly, who is treating that cleaner wrongly. That's the person you're getting married to. Because I tell you, it gets a point in mind, he or she will not need you, and he's going to treat you the same way. That's life for you. What goes around comes around. The 8th question is, what does marriage mean to him? What does marriage mean to him? Is it a romantic kind of thing, or is it a covenant kind of thing? Does he understand marriage, or does she understand marriage as a purpose-driven thing, or a covenant thing, or just like, let's try it. If it does not work, all of us will go. Everybody will find a way. That's the question you should ask. What does marriage mean to her, and what does marriage mean to him? And also, you should also know what marriage means to you. What does marriage mean to you? If you know what marriage means to you, and you see that the person you are with does not align what marriage means to you, the door is open. Carry your slippers, dust it, and take off. What does marriage mean to you, and what does marriage mean to the person you want to say I do to? The next will be, what are his long-term goals? What are our long-term goals? And do they fit into your own goals? You are not a side mission. You are a helper as a woman. Does the vision even exist? As a woman, I'm going to talk about the woman first. If you are getting married to somebody, you are going there to help him. Now, you need to know what you want to help him with. What are his vision? What does he want to achieve? What does he want to be in future? If he doesn't have a vision, there's nothing to help. If he does not have a vision, no need to help, because there's nothing there to help. Will you bring your own vision and come and force it on him? No. So you need to know what his visions are, so that you will be able to help him. And you, my bros, you also need to know what her vision is. Both of you need to align your visions, because remember, she also was created for a purpose. She also was created for a purpose, not only you. Her vision is to help you. Her own purpose might be to help you. You need to help her to help you. You need to help her to help you. So you need to understand what their long-term goals are. What do they want to achieve? What do they want to do? Where do they want to become? Because if your long-term goal is A and her own long-term goal is Z, you will struggle. Two cannot work together unless they agree. The 10th question is, can we disagree respectfully? Because I tell you for a truth, disagreement is going to come. There will be arguments. This person will say, I want this. The other person will say, I don't want this. But if in the midst of the disagreement, there are insults, there are foul words, what happens when this person is really, really angry? So you need to know that you can disagree respectfully. You can disagree without throwing insultive words, without throwing foul languages. You can disagree respectfully, peacefully, and everybody is going to be fine. Not the one you disagree and the insult will be flying from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west. The 11th question is, what are their views on parenting and discipline? This particular point has actually broken so many homes. What are their views about parenting? What are their views about discipline? Are they couples that are they people that want to spoil children? Are they permissive parents that don't care? Let the children just grow. I'll give them everything they want. Do they understand that these children are heritage of God? They are blessings from God. They are godly. They are supposed to be raised in a godly way. So you need to know what are their parenting style and their discipline style. The next question is: have you met their close friends and family members? Have you met their close friends and family members? How are they? If they are hidden from you, who are you going to get married to? Because in the African settings, you marry the family, you don't marry just one person. Is he hiding them from you? Have you met them? Have you met his friends? How are they? What do they do? How do they communicate? How do they treat their relationship? How do they treat their wives? How was he brought up? How was she brought up? You need to ask those questions. You need to watch out to see how these things are done around before you say I do. The next question is: does he apologize or does she apologize and take responsibility when wrong? This question is important, but most people do not take it serious. Because at the end of the day, you will see yourself carrying the marriage on your head, not on your shoulder. Because everything that goes wrong, you are at fault. That person does not see anything wrong with what he or she has done. The person is always Mr. Right, Mrs. Right. Right. Yes, the body might not be too heavy for you to carry at the initial stage, but marriage is a long time journey. At the long run, you will get tired, you will get exhausted. You are human. It's blood that flows through your vein. When you are being accused or when you keep apologizing for someone else's wrong, rather you are supposed to be getting the apology, but you are the one apologizing for something you have not done. You will get tired one day and you begin to get resentment. You begin to harbor resentment against this person. The fourth question is: do I feel peace about this relationship or just excited? Do you just feel excited that you're getting married, or you're in a relationship with this person? The person is a celebrity, or the person has money, the person is beautiful. Are you just being excited or you have peace? When I mean you have peace, the core of the relationship, everything is fine, not just the outer parts. The inner part of the relationship is healthy. That is when you have peace. Not the one that you're working with a beautiful girl with a figure eight shape on the road, but when you get home, she beats you up. She shouts at you. She disrespects you. She's dirty. She's uncultured. Or you are working with a guy, or you are driving in a good gel car with a guy or a Benz, and you are inside the car, you are crying because everything on skirt the guy carries, everything that passes, he looks, he disrespects you, he tells you you are there for his money. Are you excited or you have peace? That question is for only you to answer. The last question is: if nothing changes about him or about her, can you still stay with that person? These characteristics you're saying, and you are saying when you get married, this person is going to change because you're getting married. The ring does not change anything. You can't change the leopard skin. You can't. So the question is: if this person does not change, can you still stay with that person forever? Can you still stay with that person forever? Marriage is not potential, it's reality. It's the most realest thing, the reality show ever you can ever experience. You see Big Brother America, Big Africa, Big Brother Nigeria. That's not a reality show. Marriage is the real reality show. So the question is: if this person does not change, this humanizing nature, this anger issue, this stinginess, if this person does not change, can I still stay with this person forever? That's a reality check. My dear sister, my dear brother, hear me, oh, hear me very well. Before you say I do, before you give out that ring, before you accept that ring, ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. Not because you are suspicious, but because you are wise. Because you don't want to get frustrated. You don't want to end your life. You don't want to get burnt. So saying yes is not just to the man, it's not just to the woman. You are saying yes to their values, you are saying yes to their leadership, you are saying yes to their flaws, you are saying yes to their future. So don't be in a hurry. to say yes. Don't be in a hurry to be pressured. Don't be pressurized to say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. When he brings out the ring, say yes, say yes, say yes. Be prepared. And don't be pressurized as a man that, oh, I'm of this age, I have the money, and your mom is saying, bring me a wife, and you get the ring and give it to any woman. Don't be pressurized. Be prepared. Ask the right questions. And when you're asking these questions, some questions you ask directly, some questions you put them in between conversations so that the person does not feel that you are an FBI agent or you are a CIA. If you put them within the conversation, the person cannot lie to you because you are having that conversation in different ways. That is why I said rap. You need to watch and pray. As you are praying, you ask the questions and you watch their body language, you watch their answers. Nice having you here. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video.